Welcome to Celebrate Aging. I'm Vicki Marthaler, the chaplain at Emmanuel Community and your hostess today, and we have got two wonderful young men that we are going to do a little interviewing for, because if you are volunteering or visiting Emmanuel at all, you've been noticing that they are walking the hallways and keeping busy with doing certain things, and you're going, who are they and why are they there? So, to answer those questions, we are going to introduce you to Joe Skogmo and Mike Anderson. And we're going to start with Mike. Give us the 2-minute synopsis about you, and then we'll go to Joe, and then we'll ask some hot questions.
All right. My name is Mike Anderson. I'm from Moorhead, Minnesota. I'll be a senior next year at Concordia College, and I'm going to be majoring in healthcare management with an emphasis in long-term care. And one of the requirements is that we do a practicum for the summer. So I ended up choosing Emmanuel because it's in Detroit Lakes and it provides great access to my lake cabin so I can live on the lake for the summer.
So you're a practical kind of guy.
Yep. So wanted to be able to go out at night and be on the water, which is very important. So we'll have 1 year left until I'll start looking for a job in the long-term care field, and endless different possibilities of the way it's looking right now, that there'll be a lot of options out there when I get done next year.
Okay, well that's Mike, and this is?
My name is Joe Skogmo. I am a native of Detroit Lakes, and I graduated in 2005 from Detroit Lakes High School. From there I went to Augsburg College in Minneapolis and graduated with a double major in religion and political science.
Which is quite a mix.
I'm the funnest person to talk to at parties. And from there, at the end of that journey, it was kind of a decision as to whether or not to go into politics or into law school or seminary. And it was a gradual process, and I decided on seminary. And now I'm at Luther Seminary in St. Paul. I've been there 1.5 years, and I'm working towards ordination.
Okay.
And one of the steps in that process is something called Clinical Pastoral Education, or CPE for short. And that is a practical experience at a place such as a hospital or a nursing home. And I chose Emmanuel as well, also for the lakes, and also because the rent at my parents' house is extremely reasonable. And their fridge is always more full than mine is down in Minneapolis.
Two very practical young men. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so now the loaded question is, as you were looking at sites and deciding upon Emmanuel, I'm sure you had some preconceived ideas about nursing homes, working with the elderly, being present to them. So my question to both of you, and I don't care who answers first, is what has surprised you, and what do you think about Emmanuel?
All right, I can go. Well, reading in academia and looking through the books, it kind of seems like the people are more of units and how do you make the nursing home run efficiently, but being here for the last 2 months, I've found out that it's so much more than that, you care a lot more about the residents and the people who call this home, and what you can do to create a better home for them is so important. And also that it isn't just staff, it's the people that you work with, because everyone here has the same mission that, you know, they want to make life better for these people. So it's not just this definition in a book, it's actually people who care, which means a lot more than just reading about some theory or whatever, because it's not so applicable when you just think about caring for people.
Right, they're just not checks in a box on a piece of paper. It's all of a sudden it's Alice and George and Ethel who live down the way. They're people. Thank you. That's a very big insight. So do you think this will help you in your work then as you go forward?
Definitely. It's been such a good experience to be able to have lunch with the residents and visit with them about their lives and what's important to them now at this stage in their lives, and to be able to take those experiences and hopefully one day to be an administrator at a nursing home to try to make their life have the highest quality that it can possibly be.
Wow.
That's kind of what has been taught.
That's a great mission. Well, how about you, Joe?
Well, as I anticipated my experience here, I certainly did fall victim to I think the society's stigma towards nursing homes or end-of-life care. I thought, to be perfectly honest, I thought it was going to be a little more depressing than it is, and a little more dreary. But it is a complete 180 from that so far. I mean,
I've seen you laughing a bit.
Well, that's the thing too, is the generational gap, I think, creates that too. I'm 23. Some of these people are in their upper 90s, and
What do you think about that?
I can't even comprehend it. So. But there tends to be this, I don't know, intimidation or feeling of separateness with that type of generational gap. But that's kind of non-existent too. These people are very, very open, very lively, and I've had great conversations here. There's so much life here, and so many great stories, pretty incredible. And I'm in kind of the same boat as Mike here too, because I've been sitting up in the libraries, up in the stacks for 5 years now, 5.5 years, and you tend to separate yourself from reality with all those theories and theologies, and then seeing that come to life, seeing the real human documents has been a pretty profound experience.
Wonderful,
So,
wonderful. So as you both are here now through the month of July, I believe, and then you'll go. I suppose you'll have like a month or two off, and then you start school again.
Yeah, I plan to take the month of August off to work on the golf game a little bit and to hang out around the lake and just kind of take it easy, and then hit the books back in September and get ready to make one more push through school.
Okay, well, talking about golf, you might want to talk to Cecil down on Maple, because he's very good at golf, and he can give you some pointers.
We've already had that conversation.
And then after July, what are you doing, Joe?
Well, I'll be around here for one more month before school starts in September, but I have the very nice opportunity to be preaching at Long Lake campsite out on off Highway 10 on Long Lake, and I preach there about every Sunday, so I'll be doing that. I'll just have a lot more time in between Sundays to write and think about. But yeah, I'm going to take it easy. Maybe get in some reading that's not heady theoretical stuff, and it's back to school for one more year, and then I go on an official internship, intern pastor somewhere. So,
well, we at Emmanuel are pleased, so pleased that Joe and Mike have decided to spend some time here this summer, and I know the residents have enjoyed their fellowship as well. So if you're thinking about what exactly goes on at a nursing home, maybe you want to be a volunteer or you'd like to participate in some way in the life here, you give us a call. We'll find a place for you, because there's a lot of living going on around here. This is Vicki at Emmanuel Community wishing you the very best.